Hey guys, I'm Terveer, and today I'm going to talk to you about R.I.C.E. We've all been in a situation before where we got an injury, and whether that had been bumping our heads, bumping anything, stretching a muscle too far, we've all usually let that kind of take its course and heal on its own. But today I'm going to show you a process that you can help speed up that process of healing and make the injury a lot less painful. These injuries that I'm talking about are soft tissue injuries, which are your muscles, your ligaments, your tendons, and damage to those areas, your basic bruises and strains and sprains and stuff like that. So, rice. I'm not talking about Rice Krispie treats or grain and wheat and stuff like that. I'm talking about R.I.C.E, an acronym that stands for rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Number one on the agenda is rest, and that's as simple as it gets. You're going to want to get strain off of the area that's injured as much as possible, whether it's on your leg or your arm. You're going to want to relax that area. So if it's in your legs or your lower body, you want to make sure you're sitting and resting most of the time and laying down. If it's in your arm, you're a lot more mobile, but make sure that area is stationary, not moving a lot. This is going to help the body do its own thing in its normal healing process. If you do put a lot of strain on the area that is hurt, you have a lot more chance to have incorrect healing of that area. So make sure you rest. That's a very important role in this process here. Next is ice, and that's as simple as it gets. We all know about icing and all that good stuff. Ice is everywhere. It's easy to obtain. Whether the injury is small or large, icing is going to help. Basically what we're going to do is it's going to cool down the area that you put it on. It's going to help the swelling slow down. It's going to help inflammation stop. And those are two of the main keys that we're trying to help stop in this whole process. So a simple way to do this is to place the bag of ice, just your lunch bag, on the area. So right now we're using my knee. You guys can see my knee. So place it on the area. If you're sitting down in a normal spot, you can hold it on there. But if you're needing to move around and stuff like that, another thing you can do is get saran wrap. So saran wrap will help keep it in the same spot. So you put the saran wrap on it and basically just go around. Oh, this hurts. And do this process here. Mine's going to look a little sloppy because I'm trying to do it fast. But you guys are going to want to take your time, make sure you get plenty of saran wrap around there, and break that off. It'll hold in place, and that'll keep the ice in the same spot that we need it. So icing, we usually say let that go 15 to 20 minutes of each hour when you have the time allowed. That's going to give you just enough time to let the area numb and the swelling to slow down, and if you do it enough, it's going to slow down the injury and speed up the process of healing. Next, we're going to go to the C of R.I.C.E, which is going to be our compression. Compression is going to mainly stop the swelling. An injury is going to swell inevitably. It's unstoppable. But if you do compress it, it's going to help not so much put too much swelling on it. And it's going to, if you have too much swelling, that's really bad. It'll make it a lot more painful and all that good stuff. A simple way to do this is with braces like this. I have smaller ACE bandages like this that you can put around smaller areas, and then I have larger ones like for your knee. So say I did this for 20 minutes and now I have to go out and about, gotta go to school or something like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ACE bandage and I'm going to simply begin feeding it around. If I can get these off here. So if it's my knee, I want to basically surround this entire area from the bottom of my knee to the top of my knee. I'm going to go through this fairly quickly, as quick as I can. This is a lot. And you're going to want to just surround the entire area, compressing it nice and tight, just like so. With these ones, they have these here that you can tack the tape down with. So say I was finished, you basically just tack it down, nice and simple, and it would hold that in the spot. So that's the compression there. You're going to want to wear this, basically whenever you're not icing, and even when you're resting or sleeping is a good time to wear this. The last part of that is elevation. Elevation is also important. People usually skip over this step but they don't see the importance of it. Elevation basically is going to allow the blood system to speed up. Whenever you're standing in your legs, for the blood to come back up to your body and to your heart to recirculate, it has cutoffs. So the blood will come up a little bit, cut off, blood will come up a little bit, cut off, and it's kind of a tedious process for your legs, but we do it every day, our bodies are used to it. So if you put your leg up in the air, that allows for the body to speed up that process, and the blood flow is going to be a lot quicker, and it's going to help that move through there a lot quicker. The way we do this is to use everyday pillows. So we all have pillows around. These are just simple couch pillows. You can use pillows from your bed as well. Basically what you want to do is put the area above your torso. So if you're laying down at night, which is what I do, is I lay down and I put my leg on top of that, maybe a couple more pillows just to make sure it's nice and up above my torso. And that's elevation basically. So if you guys do all these steps, you're gonna have a lot of success in speeding up the time that you have an injury. We'll go over it real quick over R.I.C.E. So it's broken down in an easy word to remember. R.I.C.E. You got rest, that's going to be relaxing, putting a lot less strain on that area that is damaged. You're going to put ice on that area to make sure it's all healed. You can stop the swelling, slow down, all that good stuff. You're going to compress, which is also going to stop the swelling, the inflammation, all that good stuff. That's going to be daily use. And you're going to elevate, so you can speed up the process of the blood flow, help the blood get in there, give it the nutrients it needs, all that good stuff, and you're going to be all set. So follow all these steps and you guys will be set, and your injury is going to heal a lot quicker. Thank you.